Good evening. A 42-year-old man from Sydney South has died in a freak accident on the F6 freeway at Helensburgh overnight. He was the driver of a bus which had been returning to Sydney from the Kembla Grange races with 30 passengers. The bus had broken down on the side of the northbound lane just after 8 p.m. and was awaiting a replacement vehicle. At one point, the 42-year-old crossed the busy stretch of road. He was struck by a white Holden Commodore and died at the scene. The Youth Policy in Action Coalition has called for discount and concession fares to be extended to young unemployed people. It claims it costs unemployed youth over $26 for a round trip from Bomaderry to Sydney for a job interview, while seniors are charged just $2. In sport, the Wollongong Wolves have ended the Kings 4-match unbeaten run in the National Soccer League. The Wolves defeated Auckland 4-2 at Jade Stadium in Christchurch overnight. And the weather, mild to warm tomorrow with a possible late thunderstorm, a top of 27 degrees. More news in an hour. Good evening. A 42-year-old South Sydney man has died on the F6 freeway at Helensburgh overnight. He was the driver of a bus which had broken down alongside the northbound lane around 8 p.m. Police say the 42-year-old was struck by a white Commodore while attempting to cross the busy road on foot. The road was closed to traffic for several hours while a police investigation was carried out at the scene. Cleaners employed by Menzies, which is contracted to schools, police stations, courthouses and other government buildings, will protest outside Member for Keira David Campbell's electoral office tomorrow. They're off the job over cutbacks. Police stations throughout the region threw open their doors today for the annual open day. Youngsters were fingerprinted and there was even an opportunity to have a look at visitor accommodation. And it was a Christmas party with a difference for more than 20 children with spina bifida. A group of motorcyclists treated them to the ride of their lives at Albion Park. And the weather, the chance of an afternoon thunderstorm, a top of 27 degrees, a low of 17. Good night. Good evening. Checking tomorrow's weather for the region, starting with our national capital. For Canberra, becoming cloudy with a chance of late showers, a high of 22. A few showers for Goulburn. Across the central southwest, Dubbo is heading for a high of 28 degrees. A few showers are forecast for Orange and 23 for Wagga. A shower or two for Wollongong, a possible late storm for Narra and 23 degrees expected top for Barrel. From the Win News team, good night.